and the Toronto Blue Jays. Ryan Borucki is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
So striding in, Ketel Marte. He will lead this one off today. Now the 1-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
In now, John Ryan Murphy, and a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, David Peralta. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And he fouls this one off. Borucki has compiled over 65 innings of work and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Line towards center field. Pilar is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Wilmer.
Up next for Arizona, Wilmer Flores. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Luke Weaver, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Stepping into the box, Devin Travis. His batter-pitcher numbers with Luke Weaver. He's 2 for 4. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1 and 2. Weaver has thrown a little over 50 innings, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Escobar standing in. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Galvis towards second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
Stepping in, Steven Souza. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Steven Souza goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rendell Grichuk. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
1-2.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Edgar Fernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Fouled off. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in, Jake Lamb, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. One gone in the Arizona third, and the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher Alex Avila. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Pilar. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. Liner toward right center. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Up next is Danny Jansen. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled away. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And here's Flores to make the catch, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So to the plate, the Diamondbacks designated hitter, John Ryan Murphy, as we begin the top of the 4th. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Here now the 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Another full count pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, David Peralta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Peralta brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. High and deep to right center. On the move is Pilar. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So a runner at first with one man gone. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb. A 1-2 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Escobar at third. Souza over at second. Ahmed on at first with 2 down.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Diamondbacks 1, the Jays 0. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Pilar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Standing in now, Devin Travis. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Max Muncy. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss got him reaching. But the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Stepping up now, Randall Grichuk. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And this one bounds around against the wall. Muncy rounds the corner and is headed home. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in there.
The batter,
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Striding forward now is the DH, Edgar Fernandez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And this is foul tipped, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 4.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ketel Marte. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, John Ryan Murphy. Bud Norris will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 20. Bud Norris.
1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Matt Andriese, a 6' 2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Now batting, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Flores calls for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. The 2-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, the tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
In now, Freddie Galvis. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Danny Jansen would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There is Ahmed. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Ready once again, David Peralta. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Striding in, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back. 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2. The next 3-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Popped him up. Galvis moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. 2-1 now to Steven Souza. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a 2-run homer for Steven Souza, number 14 on the season, and it gives the Diamondbacks a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. 2 balls and a strike now. 3 balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And that's low, ball 4. Into the box now, Jake Lamb. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tim Mesa takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 58, Tim.
Ahmed leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Grounded back up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-1 to him now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
All even at 2-2. He's set. The 2-2. Popped straight up. Muncy in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The set and the 2-2. Heading out toward shallow right, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, man, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Here's a chopper right side of the infield, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, number 6.
Right.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Arizona's on top 5-1. In now, Danny Jansen. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Souza is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball. A high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning coming up. D-backs lead it 5-1. Digging in and looking for more, Wilmer Flores. He singled his last time up. Ryan Tepera comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Ryan.
The 1-1 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. And that's the first out.
Now back.
Steven Souza will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch 1-out double to bring 1 home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Souza on third. Ahmed at second with 1 away. Ripped down the line. Shoots this one over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Now batting.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Wow, the first 6 innings, this guy was sharp. 7th inning hasn't been the case so far. He needs to refocus again.
Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah, man, it's hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Guerrero takes it in. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. D-backs out in front, 8-1. Silvino Bracho gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home.
Silvino Bracho.
Here's a ball popped up behind the plate for Avila. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the 1st out.
The right.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Bracho, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Edgar Fernandez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Blue Jays go down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Digging in now, David Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the 1st out. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Wilmer Flores. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
This is on the ground over to first. Muncy will win the race to first easily, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Teoscar Hernandez. In his last at-bat, he was thrown out trying to stretch a double into a triple.
And I don't know if he's getting waved around by his third base coach right there, but either way, this guy's not a burner. So I think in hindsight, they would have been real happy if he pulled up at second on that one.
And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Steven Souza. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. Craig Kimbrell comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Craig Kimbrell.
Ken Giles is forced onto the mound now following the injury. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line to the right side. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
Number 22, Jake.
At the plate, Jake Lamb. He came through with an RBI single in his and right into the shift, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Nothing doing for Arizona, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Greg Holland, 5'10" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Jansen. Starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging in the dirt. Avila recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Pillar is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, the
Blue Jays down to their final out now, and that'll bring up Devin Travis. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying.
And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3, and with that, the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Diamondbacks rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Matt Andriese wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
I was damn bad. Now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby. Told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me.